Hi there, this is Mr. Elby, and I'm going to walk you through a couple of problems from our most recent model drawing sheet. Now, I always try to start off by reading the directions at the top, because I think it's important that people understand why we are doing these. So, as you work on this worksheet, allow yourself to be challenged. Some problems require a little more effort than others. Take a deep breath and enjoy the chance to stretch the rubber band. And remember, it's all about the process. These problems are meant to challenge your thinking and allow you to apply some of the skills you are learning. You might not be successful with every problem, and that's totally okay. Give yourself a chance and give every problem an honest try. So, let's take a look and see if we can solve both of these. I'm going to start off with the first one, Louisa and Connor. So Louisa and Connor had $360 altogether. After Connor gave Louisa 2/5 of his money, she had the same amount of money as he did. How much money did Connor have in the beginning? So let's focus on the who first. We are talking about Louisa and Connor. And what do they have? They have $360 altogether. So we're going to give Louisa and Connor $360. Okay. Now, it then tells us, after Connor gave Louisa 2/5 of his money, she had the same amount of money as he did. So, first, let's figure out how much Connor had. If he gave away 2/5 to Louisa, that means he must have started with 5/5. So, we're going to give him 5 units. I know they're not perfectly equal, but that's okay. So now, he started with 5 units. He's going to give 2 to Louisa. Now, I know I'm giving these 2 up, okay? But just to go to the next one, after he gives up that 2/5, she had the same amount of money as he did. Well, if he's got 3 units left, that means Louisa must have started with 1 unit, because when she gets the other 2 from Connor, she now has 3 units as well. So now that tells us that Louisa started with 1 unit, Connor started with 5. Altogether, those 6 units were worth $360. So 5 units plus 1 unit equals 360. To find out what each unit is worth, we're going to take 360 and we're going to divide it by 6. Now, 360 divided by 6 is going to give us a total of $60. So, there's our 60. Now, once we know that each unit is worth 60, that means that we can figure out that Mr. Connor here started with 5 units worth 60, so he had a total of $300 to start. That also tells us that Louisa started with 60. Now, in order to make sure that our answer is reasonable and looks right, I'm going to take the total amount that Louisa started with, 60, and I'm going to add it to Connor's 300. They started off with 360 bucks, 360. It looks reasonable. It definitely looks right. Shibuya. We can move on to the next problem. So let's take a look at the Lydia problem. For the Lydia problem, we're going to need a little bit more space. So Lydia saved 20% of her income each week, and after she received a 10% raise, she was saving an additional $3 each week. What was her original weekly pay? Now, this is definitely a little bit more of a challenging problem, and that's okay. I'm not expecting everyone to be able to solve this one. In fact, I'm really excited to see how you guys went about trying to solve this problem. But let's see what we can do here. So Lydia saved 20% of her income. We have no idea what she made originally. We do know that whatever she made is going to represent 100%. So here is her 100%. Now, of course, if she saved 20% of it, we know that's 20%, okay? But I'm going to go ahead and just take the next step here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. We split our unit bar into 10 equal pieces, and I know that if I take 100 and divide it by 10, that means each of my units is going to be worth 10, correct? So that is telling me right off the bat that 20% is worth 20 units, which then also means that 1% is worth 1 unit. All right, so now she's received the raise. She's making 10% more. She's not saving anymore. She's still saving her 20%, but she's making 10% more. So that means that her money that's coming in isn't 100% anymore. It's now changed. It's changed to 110%. We also know that 10% raise means that she was saving 20% and making $3 more. So let's see if we can figure this out here. Now, if I want to find out what 20% of 110% is, we're going to use the same process that we just did. We're going to take this unit bar and we're going to split it into 10 equal parts. So we've got our 10 equal parts here. Hopefully, it's getting late. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so now if we take 110 and we divide it by 10, we discover that each of our unit bars is now worth 11%. Okay, so now what is that telling us? Okay, what is that going to tell us now? That is telling us that 20 units Okay, 20 units are worth 22%. So now let's look at the difference in their savings. Originally, she was saving 20%. But now she's saving 22%. Okay, total, 22% total, because we just found out that 20%, here's 20% of 110% is actually worth 22%. Okay, well now how does that help us? Well, let's see. What's the difference there? It's a difference of 2%. Well now, the problem stated that after her raise, she was saving an additional $3. I think we just unlocked the key to the problem. Originally, 20% savings. After the raise, 22%. Because again, 20% of 110% is 22%. Now it says it's $3 more that she's putting in her pocket. So that means $3 more is going to be equal to 2%. Well, if $3 is equal to 2%, then that means 1% is going to be equal to $1.50, since we can just chop both of them in half. Now from here, I think we can go back and find out what her original weekly pay was. If we know that 1% is worth $1.50, we can then take 100% and figure out what that is going to be worth. So 100 of those little units, and we're going to multiply that times 150, we find out that 100% up here, her original pay, is worth $150. So, interesting, fun problem. I'm wondering, could you use that same info to figure out how much money she's making now, total after her raise? Just curious. Anywho, hope you guys enjoy the videos. And by the way, this is the first time I'm using this app, so sorry for all the weird stuff and the screen moving all over the place. Alright, hope y'all enjoyed. See y'all later. Bye-bye.